Howdy, y'all. Blue will work. Blue will work. Howdy, y'all. Yes, I'm running around like a madman trying to figure out what in the hell I'm doing. Because it's Mother's Day this weekend. Skip! Howdy, brother. I even screwed up. I started my stream and all of my text is coming through in the color of orange. And it's right here in this area. How awesome is it that I could not see at all any text? Just wonderful. I've got to tell you. I've got to tell you. By the way, this is going to be a short tailgate, and I so apologize. I've been missing out the last couple of weeks because the wife has either been up, or I've been extremely busy, or hell, name something. It's all been horrible. In fact, I've got one more thing I have to do before I can really sit back down. And I'm going to have to run and do it right now because I just realized that it's needing to be done. It is trash day. And oh my God, I really want trash to go out. Trash day is also on Wednesdays. But I got to at least look to make sure that the trash has gone out. Because how many times have we been sitting here and the trash guys go past? Too damn many times. No, this is not a Lastros shirt. I believe Kansas City Royals have that distinction. Well, Chad, trash actually ran 3 times today. Once when I ran it from downstairs out to here, and once when I ran it from the driveway out to the curb. And then the trash guys will actually run. But yes, I've been hanging out with my mother-in-law. We went to the other orange location known as Home Depot. We also stopped by Lowe's. Have I ever told you how good she is at plants and stuff? Well, she said it's times to go get some plants. And I said, okay, let's go. Have the Royals ever won a World Series? I bet you they have. Of course, I'm pretty sure there's teams out there that have never won a World Series. The Texas Rangers, for instance, have never won a World Series. By the way, howdy to James and Skip and Chad. And Steve. Hey, by the way, Chad, we were pulling for you. Glad that you're okay. This is the first actual proof that I've had of it. But yes, there I am, running like crazy, trying to make sure I get everything done. And I look down at my phone, and it's like 4 minutes until 11, and I know there's no way I can get my mother-in-law out of Home Depot any faster than I did. So by the time I got back over here, there it is, 30 minutes of what it should have been a show or tailgate. These are tailgates. It's a good spot to sit and wait for a minute or two. Now, we all know what we're waiting for is Steph and Skip. Probably Skip's going to bail on me here in a minute and go make up a setup for the computer outside so that they can smoke in the heat. I'm willing to bet that as summer comes on, Steph and Skip are going to want to move that show earlier and earlier. What plants did y'all pick up? Green ones? Green ones. I'm pretty sure they're green. There's a bunch of them. There was really, really a bunch of them. Cool. James is filling in for me. God. We could all go back to James's show if that's what we want to do. mean, hell, y'all butchered it out with me yesterday for about 4 hours. I'm surprised anybody even wants to see this ugly mug again after that. I almost damn well wasn't here. Except for the fact that my mother-in-law started saying, okay, it's getting hot, and I don't like wearing a mask, and it's getting hot. And she said, one more place, and I said, it's getting hot, and you don't like wearing a mask. And she says, okay, yeah, you're right. I wish I could get my wife to say such things. Steph's at a farmer's market. Oh, those are so much fun, though. I mean, she's going to come back with so much vegetables that you're going to be a vegan or a vegetarian by the end of the week. Yeah. D time is more like she's gonna tie me to the fence, and that's gonna be defense. Which, in case anybody's not been paying attention, that's pretty much the only thing that the Raiders did in the draft. Uh, which means that they're suiting up to try and go up against a certain team in Missouri. Yes, I said that correctly. They're going to try and make some misery for a certain team that's in Missouri but named after a different state. Craziness of it all. Oh, yeah. Jam ingredients. By the way, Steph and now Miss Kathy are going to be making jam. I am not in the market for jam because I do know for a certain that if my wife wants jam, she will either send me up to the store or she will tell her mother, who will then send me up to the store, one way or the other. What it comes down to is there's a lot of ways that it could go. Do I think Rodgers will head to Las Vegas? Well, the greatest, let's make this a straight statement of fact. The greatest Packer in the last 15 years, not named Favre or Rodgers, went back to Oakland to be a Raider, to finish up as a Raider. And I have a feeling that that might set very well with Mr. Rodgers. Wouldn't you like to be his neighbor? So, oh wait, what is that I hear? The reason why I decided I was going to run the trash can out to the street. Yes. Trash men coming. See? I'm crazy, but not stupid. I have no problem finding canning jars. I have a spot in the bedroom that has a stack of them that is about 10 foot tall. Various different sizes. Really? Your stores have bare shelves where y'all are at? Well, come Monday, I might have to show y'all the inside of an HEB just to show you. Yeah, Skip, the jicama more so probably than the cactus portion. Well, James, I'm going to say that it is probably a large portion of the conservative people that know what's coming but are too poor to just pack it all in and say, to hell with it, move to a different area. Yeah, Chad. I'm not sure which of the 10 big ones you're talking about. Gallon size, quart, 12-ounce, pint, 8-ounce, 4-ounce. Well, 4-ounce would actually be the small ones, wouldn't it? Gallon. Pounds are best stored in gallons. You can probably, if you have a way to press a pound down, get it into a quart. But I used to get a pound, and if the bag had any kind of damage on it, I would just go over and get a Ziploc freezer bag, the gallon size. Well, Steve, I'm going to also go back and say, in your situation where there's no shortage of canning supplies, this is from an area where people have been canning their whole lives. It is a way of life, and the stores have been plentiful on their supply of canning supplies forever, and will be, because they order early and they order often. Washington really has not been a huge canning community until the last couple of years, as things have gotten more expensive and people have been forced into home gardening. Now, I'm not saying that that's the only reason, but there is some of that. Oh wow, that's difficult. Let's try this again. Some of my messages are shooting all the way across the screen because I did not shrink this to be half screen size. Which means I'm starting to see them sticking out the other side of my ear. Just looks a little weird sticking out the other side of my head. Right. So James, the whole issue really becomes, it's not so much of an issue that you can't find it. The issue is that more people are getting into it, so less of the supply that was normal, saying this wrong, what you've had for 5 years is this size stack of product. And now what they need is 10 times that stack of product. But they didn't understand that they needed 10 times that stack of product. So the people who are home gardening and making it easier on themselves by converting a small patch of land into tomatoes and peppers and vegetables of various sorts. I say tomatoes and peppers because those seem to be the most plentiful and easiest to grow items on the planet. If you have garbage in your soil, plant tomatoes because tomatoes love garbage and they're a great filter. If you have really nice soil, plant peppers because peppers will grow and they will feed you. Plus the Scovilles are really good if you're wanting to eliminate pain, is what it is. Or if you're like me, the peppers are really good if you're wanting to induce pain. Well, I've got a whole driveway full of stuff and more coming. My mother-in-law has this statement, and it's become a statement of fact. You do not buy all your plants all at the same time. If you want your home garden to feed you on a regular basis, you go out, you buy a little bit, get those in and set up, and then you buy a little bit more in a week or 2 weeks, and you get those set up, and then you buy a little bit more, and you keep doing that, and at some point you end up where your crops are synchronized in such a way that you're always at the top of something. So you're always getting a little bit more food that's ready to go. I'm good with hot sauce. I'm really good with hot sauce. Howdy, Garden Piper. And yes, capsaicin really kind of can be a double-edged sword. Unless, of course, you're me, and then it's just a single-edged sword. You're going to go, that's good. Okay, yeah, sure, your head might turn red. You might cry. But it's going to take a lot of heat to get there. By the way, if y'all haven't been watching, paying attention, Garden Piper is going in for a cataract surgery on Wednesday. You know, sure, it's common, but thoughts and prayers anyways, okay? Just putting it out there. Let's keep it real, people. Small community. We need to have everybody that we can, and not a problem, Garden Piper. I tend to remember a lot of things. That's why I know I have a brain. Of course, I'm a little bit crazy, and that's why people wish I didn't have a brain. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're allowed to laugh at that. Yeah, it is. It's pretty common nowadays. It should be flawless and relatively pain-free, being that there's actually no pain nerves in your eye. But, you know, no, that wasn't Disney. Oh no, that was not Disney. Try again. There we go. Oz got it. Mm-hmm. Skip? Yes. Technically, sort of. But you know, if I only had some oil also. Oh, wait, that was heart. Yeah, heart. If I only had a heart. Yeah, I'm pretty much Disney meets Oz. No, we're not going there. Not unless it's locking Disney up for all of their craziness. Okay, real quick, let's think about this here. Disney owns ESPN. You can look that up. It's obvious. It's not a problem. One of the ESPN people, she's female and black, comes out and says on live TV, there is no excuse for anybody who ever would vote for Donald Trump. They are all racists. Her mother even voted for Donald J. Trump. Her own mother. Let's fast forward a little bit farther. Somebody who's on a Disney program came out and said, got to remember, the first thing that the Nazis actually did was make it okay for certain groups to be hated by other groups. That's not exactly what she came out, and that was in a tweet. But she's right. She didn't point fingers at anybody. She didn't say anything about anybody. She didn't have this in any way, shape, or form specifically saying anything about anybody. But Disney said, oh no, you can't say shit about this government. So you're fired. No longer on The Mandalorian, probably the favorite character of The Mandalorian. So, if we really want to get into Disney meeting Oz, we're talking about the Oz where it's a prison. Lock them all up. I'm good with it. So I am still waiting for Jamel, last name starts with H, to be fired off of a Disney programming channel for her statements about people are racist. Because until then, all I tell Disney is that they're the racist house of mouse. They'll tell an Italian white-ish woman, you're fired for making any kind of a sort of crazy statement, but they'll gladly keep a black host. Oh, well, one was actually Disney and one was ESPN. That's a different station, right? No, they're both owned by Disney. You're either going to be Big Brother and a parent, or you're not. Just the way I said. Skip, are you live? Howdy, Jose. ¿Cómo estás? Let's see. I know what's coming. He's going to say E2. So is Skip live? Did Skip? Okay, well, I guess we're all going to go over to hang out with Steph and Skip. Okay. Somehow Skip's not there, and well, this was just a tailgate anyways. So as per always, I apologize for such a short tailgate today, and hey, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. We should be seeing you soon over there on Steph and Skip's channel. It might be the Skip and Skip Out with Steph channel. What do we know? No big deal. I understand completely, Jose. That's okay, because I was late too. Late to my own show. Oh my God. Yeah. So here we are. We're going to go over there to Steph and Skip's. Let's take care of each ourselves. Take care of each other. And of course, as always, long lives, big bowls, and long ashes. Y'all take care. And like I said, we're going to Steph and Skip's. Yes, Steph and Skip's. Y'all know where we're going. We'll see you there in a minute.